There are stars in space, so big they could swallow our planet. Betelgeuse and Sirius are two of the biggest stars in the universe, but there are others out there that could give them a run for their money. So if you're looking for something to do on this weekend's dark night sky tour, why not try spotting some of these huge star systems? Betelgeuse is a red supergiant star. It's one of the brightest stars in the sky, and its radius is about 600 times bigger than our Sun's. Betelgeuse has an orange hue, which makes it easy to spot from Earth, even though it's 650 light-years away, up 9 million trillion miles. Sirius is another bright star that you might have heard about before. It's actually called the Dog Star because it sits near Orion's shoulder in his constellation. Sirius is also known as Alpha Canis Majoris Alpha Cima, which means that it has been given its own Greek letter designation within its constellation. This makes it easier for astronomers to identify and study specific stars when they're out observing them at night. Rigel has quite a few nicknames: the Hunter's Knee, the Left Foot of Orion, or just plain old Rigel Centaurus itself. Whatever works best for you. This particular star gets its name from Arabic words meaning footprint or footstep. This may seem strange until you realize that this particular part of Orion looks like someone standing up straight with their weight mainly on one leg while holding something heavy above their head. Like maybe a sword? You could also think about this as being similar to how we use footprints today. When we want help finding something important, like where someone went swimming last summer but couldn't remember exactly where they went because there were so many places around town where people could have gone swimming instead, which would explain why so many people are trying different types. Sirius. Sirius is the brightest star in the sky, but it isn't the closest to Earth. In fact, Sirius is a binary star, one large star and a smaller companion, and part of the constellation Canis Major Larger Dog, which means big dog in Latin. It's also known as the Dog Star because it appears next to Orion's belt during winter evenings when they're aligned with Earth's North Pole facing toward us. This blue-white star has an estimated mass 2 times greater than our Sun's. Its radius is twice as large too. Its high temperature means that it burns at least 50 faster than our Sun does over its lifetime. Just 9 years compared with 10 billion years for our Sun before becoming a red giant. Regulus. Regulus is a bright star in the constellation Leo. The name means little king. It's one of 3 stars that make up what we commonly call the sickle or the lion's tail, which forms an asterism, a pattern on the sky, with another star called Algeba and a fainter one called Zosma. Regulus is also known as Alpha Leonis, meaning it's both brightest and nearest to Earth among all stars visible without binoculars or telescope from our planet. Regulus has 10 times more mass than our Sun and shines 100 times brighter than our Sun does at its brightest point on average. Regulus is 250 light-years away from us. This means it takes 250 years for light from this star to reach us here on Earth. Because of its close proximity and brightness, astronomers have been able to study Regulus extensively over many decades using telescopes like Hubble Space Telescope. This allows them better understand how stars evolve over time. Rigel, and Frat for Rigel, is one of the brightest stars in the sky, and it's easy to find. It's right next to Alnitak and Alnilam, which form Orion's belt. Rigel is a blue giant star, meaning that it's very hot and very bright. It has about 25 times as much mass as our Sun does, so if you took all 3 of those stars together, Rigel plus Alnitak and Alnilam, their combined mass would be about 2/3 that of Rigel alone. Rigel is 750 light-years away from Earth. This means that if you left Earth today at a half of light speed, which is what scientists think might be possible someday, then traveled at that speed for 750 years straight without stopping once along the way, you'd still only be halfway there. Antares is a red supergiant, the 15th brightest star in the sky. It's also known as Alpha Scorpii and lies at an approximate distance of 600 light-years from Earth. This means that its light has taken 600 years to reach us. Sirius is another bright star with white coloration. It's called the Dog Star because it can be found near Orion's left shoulder. It's also known as Alpha Canis Majoris, and meaning biggest in Latin. Betelgeuse is yet another bright star, but has orange coloring instead of white or red like Antares and Sirius do. This makes sense, since it's actually bigger than our Sun. This supergiant star can be seen from December until March if you live in Northern Hemisphere countries, like Canada, or us, states like Minnesota where I grew up. All these stars are so big they could swallow our planet. All these stars are so big they could swallow our planet. They're also very hot, bright, and far away. These stars are so big they could swallow our planet. Some of these stars are so big they could swallow our planet. There are so many stars in our universe. It's hard to keep track of them all, but these ones are pretty special because they're so big they could swallow our planet. As we reach the end of this video, we want to extend our sincerest appreciation to each and every one of you for tuning in. We hope that you found this content informative, entertaining, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content like this. Your support means the world to us and motivates us to keep creating and sharing. We value your feedback, so please leave your thoughts and comments down below. Let us know what topics you'd like us to cover in future videos or any suggestions you may have. We are always eager to hear from our incredible community. If you want to stay updated with our latest uploads and behind-the-scenes moments, be sure to follow us on our social media channels. Links can be found in the description. Lastly, we want to express our gratitude for being a part of our journey. We couldn't do this without you, and we're honored to have you as a valued member of our community. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.